Strange Block Beats.
Waking up in Ashkelon, seen everything we lost. All he ever asked, keep these commandments gave us laws. Waking up and witnessing how bad was the fall. The clouds touched the buildings, y'all, we done lost it all. His eyes upon his land from the beginning to the fall. Lights up in my eyes, I can't explain, I'm just at all. We see his protection, bombs drop, stood tall. Psalm 91, he out the fence, he the wall. It's the time of compassion, the remnant is gathering. Self-examination, meeting with prayer and fasting. Jerusalem, a holy city surrounded by many mountains. A good land, valley, and hills and deep fountains. Y'all, we did you wrong, we wanna stay home. We defiled your name, but you still waking up these bombs. You the only one that get these hymns, get these songs. Gather together, he on the throne.
Gather yourselves together. Gather yourselves together. Oh, nation of desire. Gather yourselves together. Gather yourselves together. Oh, nation of desire.
Before the decree, seek righteous, seek peace. Gotta stay humble, stay lowly, stay meek. The day of his anger approaching, we see. He want the remnant of Judah to see coast. We got the cheat code, don't need no peephole. He at the door, let him in, that's his people. The Lion of Judah gon' tear down their ego. She bout to fall, don't you end up where she go.
Gather yourselves together. Gather yourselves together. Oh, nation of desire. Gather yourselves together. Gather yourselves together. Oh, nation of desire.
Hey, big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah, and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Big salute to everybody in the chat, my CUC family. Big salute to the elders at Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. Big salute to my brother Sham. Yeah, family, it happened the way we thought it was going to happen. Israel was trying to pull Donald Trump into the war. That's basically what they was trying to do. And they accomplished what they wanted to do. Now Donald Trump didn't bomb Iran. Now, you know, by doing that, this is going to involve Russia, also going to involve China. So when I hear people saying, man, I don't want this to happen. Well, if none of this stuff don't happen, we don't go home. Because a lot of the last days prophecies is about the children of Israel. Him judging the nations for what they have done to his people. And also what they have done to the earth. You know, because he let all the children of Noah's sons rule the earth. First he let Ham. Then he let Shem. Now he letting Japheth. And Japheth is doing worse than anybody. But you also got Esau mixed up in there, who playing his part and his hand. Everything that's happening on this earth, whether it's your president, the president of Russia, president of China, the president of Iran, it don't matter who it is. You need to see this right here. Check this out. I'm going to go to Daniel's chapter 2 because it's something that's said in these scriptures. When I hear people say, I don't want this to happen. When you say you don't want this to happen, how you going to say you don't want the Most High prophecies to come to pass? But then I got to understand too, a lot of people say things out of ignorance because they don't know what's going on. So they want to live their life. And nobody not telling you you can't live life, but at least be smart and know what's going on around you while you living life. At least know the times you living in while you living life. If you are out here blind living life, you ain't living life. You just a blind man shuffling. Let's go to Daniel chapter 2. Because man don't control nothing, family. And I don't know why people think Donald Trump did this on his own. I'm about to read something to you. Donald Trump ain't do this on his own. And if anybody say, man, Satan made Donald Trump do that, why would Satan fight against his own kingdom? Satan ruled over all the kingdoms of man. Why would he fight against his own kingdom, though? Satan want to continue to rule. Satan don't want none of this to happen. He wanted that to happen the way he wanted to happen. But now, partner, these presidents' hearts, meaning their mind, is in the hand of Yahweh. This is Daniel chapter 2. Satan want to continue to rule. He don't want this to be destroyed. This is Daniel chapter 2 and verse 19. This is when Nebuchadnezzar had a dream, and Daniel was the only one to interpret the dreams, because Israel was given the covenant, the oracles, the promises, the giving of the law, to interpret dreams, see visions, all that. Verse 19. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed Elohim of heaven. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of our Elohim forever and ever. For wisdom and might are his. And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and set up kings. There you go. There you go. He set up kings. He bring down kings. What else, KJ? Go to Proverbs. Go to Proverbs 21. The Most High is in control. Not even Satan is in control. Satan do what Yahweh and Yahshua tell him to do. What he can do, what he can't do, who he can touch, who he can't touch. Can't do what he want to do. He's an employee, not the employer. If Satan can do what he want to do, we'll be dead. The whole creation will perish if Satan can do what he want to do, because he hate Israel and he wish all Israel would die. But if it wasn't for the grace of the Most High and his mercy, Satan would try to accomplish that. So how he in control? Proverbs 21. Now remember, he say he set up kings, he bring down kings. He set them up, he bring them down. What else do he do? Let me show you that Donald Trump didn't bomb them on his own. Proverbs 21. Watch this. In verse 1. Proverbs 21 and verse 1. The king's heart, meaning his mind. The king's heart, meaning his mind, is in the hand of Elohim. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. What you think that mean? He turned his mind, his heart, whithersoever he will, to do what? To accomplish his purpose. Why is all this happening, KJ? Because Matthew chapter 24 got to come to pass. We are in the beginning of sorrows. Now, one thing about your brother KJ, like I told y'all before, I would not be showing any of my brother videos no more. I would just, if somebody asks me to do a lesson or attack something that they believe is false, I'm going to attack the doctrine like I always do. But I want to say this live and publicly while I'm live. None of the seals have been opened. None of the trumpets have been blown. None of the vials have been pulled out. We are in the beginning of sorrows. How you know that, KJ? Go to Matthew 24 and verse 15, because we ain't even see this sign. This the main sign I keep telling everybody. When you see this sign that I'm about to read, then you're gonna know exactly what time we in. What America just did to Iran, what Israel did to Iran, when Iran also fired back, World War III will happen, family, but it's something you must understand. Until the angel pour out the vial on the great river Euphrates, because everybody keeps saying the Euphrates water is dried up. No, it is not, family. Slow down. The Euphrates River runs through Syria and Iraq into the Persian Gulf. It is decreasing, but it is not completely dried up. When the angel pour a vial on it, it's going to be completely dried up. That's when the East and the West going to make their way through. This has not happened yet. So when you say the vial has been poured up on the great river Euphrates, you got to slow down. No, it hasn't. It still has water that run through Iraq and Syria to the Persian Gulf. The water is still there. It's just decreasing, but it has not been completely dried up. I tell everybody, please read for yourself. Don't utter things. None of the seals, the vials, and the trumpets have been blown. Why, KJ? Because as a trumpet is blown, the vial is poured out. When the second trumpet is blown, the second vial is poured out. None of this has happened yet. So how y'all saying we in this seal and that seal and this seal been open? And now, if the seals was open, you will see total destruction. Everybody fleeing for their life, looking for safety. You don't see that. The man of sin to be revealed by the time the first seal is open, and you don't see that. But this the sign you need to look for. I keep telling everybody, look for this sign right here. Let's go to Matthew 24. Russia haven't even got involved yet. The 200 million man army, you don't even see them yet. Did you not know that the European Union is trying to get an army of a 10-nation army? Because the Bible always talk about the Big Ten, the Big Ten. Right now, they got 37 armies. Did you know that? Talk about the European Union. You know, the Big Ten, 37 armies. What y'all think that's for? When they make their way to the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Have they made their way to the Valley of Jehoshaphat yet? No. Because these are the beginning of sorrows. These are wars and rumors of wars. So they is fighting a little bit that's going to lead up to that big day. But that big day haven't came yet, family. That's why I be telling y'all, prepare yourself, prepare your house until it's time to flee. It ain't time yet. But be circumspect, though, while you living your life. Oh, I just want to live my life. And y'all want the world to end, and y'all want all things to come to an end. Man, I'm ready to go home. If you want to stay here, you stay here. I'm ready to go home. I want to know what peace feel like. I want to know what joy feel like. I want to know what not looking over my shoulders feel like. Especially back in the day, boy. Every time I saw a police, I was gone, running, hiding, because that fear from them curses he put up on us, the trembling heart, the sorrow of mind. We had no assurance of our life. You think we want to continue to live like that while y'all talking about, man, I don't want America to go nowhere. Well, you stay with America then. We going home. We going home. We don't want to stay here, man. We tired as a people. We tired, man. But some of our people ain't tired enough. But a lot of us are tired. We ready to go, man. We ready to go. Matthew 24. This is the main sign to look out for. The man of sin will be revealed when the first seal is opened. The man riding on a white horse, the one that was trying to mimic Yahshua, that's the man of sin. He has not been revealed yet. That's why, you know, the seal haven't been opened. And then he have to do this when the seal is open. Matthew 24 and verse 15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place. So when you see this sign right here, The abomination of desolation, stand in the holy place. Who gonna stand in the holy place? This is why the Bible say we got to get understanding, get wisdom, but please get you some understanding, man. When you see this sign right here, the abomination of desolation, this is going to kick off great hell upon earth. Do it look like we going through a lot of great hell right now, y'all? No. You still going to work? Can you still go to the movies? Can you still call your mama and your sister and them? Can you still get on the phone? Can you get in your car and just go ride into the sunset? Can you just go somewhere and just chill and relax? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Where's the mark of the beast? If we're in the seals and the trumpets and the vials, I supposed to see the mark of the beast. Some people supposed to have it and some people supposed to reject it. Some people supposed to get killed. Some people gonna make it through. Where's all this destruction? I don't see it. How can the daughter of Babylon be destroyed before the abomination of desolation in Israel is here? We won't be gathered until after the great tribulation. So how can the daughter of Babylon be destroyed? That means he would destroy his people with Babylon. Yahshua ain't gonna let that happen. Once Yahshua remove Israel out of the way, he gonna destroy all these places. That's why the Bible said the blood came up to the horse's bridle. It ain't just talking about the armies. Man, the Bible said he gonna wet his world off from one end of the earth to the other. So once he remove Israel, immediately after the tribulation of these days, mystery Babylon gonna be destroyed, the daughter of Babylon gonna be destroyed, all nations gonna be destroyed, even their armies. So no, the daughter of Babylon will be destroyed after. If the Lord sent a missile right now, how this gonna make any sense? And the people of Israel is in America. That's gonna kill us, man. He ain't gonna let that happen. He gonna remove us first. Then he gonna, man, dog, they gonna tear this place up. But this what a lot of people say, that Russia gonna send missiles to America and we right here, y'all. So Christ gonna kill us then. Make it make sense, dog. He gonna shorten the days up and he gonna move Israel out of the way. He can't destroy it while we here. When everybody's going back to the nation which they was born, because the Bible talk about that in Isaiah 13, when it say every man should return to his own home, where we going? Where we going? Where we gonna flee to? That's why you got to get to the wilderness, family. Get to the wilderness. Get to the wilderness in that set time. I done did plenty lessons on it. Even Benaiah Israel said the same thing I said not too long ago. He said we're going to get there by plane or boat. Same thing I've been telling people. Now, let me say this. If you get caught up in the great tribulation, that's not going to be good. So I advise you, when you see the abomination of desolation right here, it's time to flee to your nearest destination. Did a lesson called 2300 Days. We broke the whole map down to show you when the seals are going to be open and how long you're going to have to flee before this man capture you and kill you. Because you know if you're an Israelite, they're going to ask you what you stand on. And if you say Yahshua and the word of Yah, they're going to kill you. So it's best you get to the wilderness. It's best you get to the wilderness, man. And ask Yah to get you there in your family. Make sure your hands clean and your mind clean, though. Because no defiled thing should dwell in that wilderness. Nothing that is defiled should dwell in that wilderness. So he just said when you see the abomination of desolation, right? So let me go to 2 Thessalonians so I can show you that he have to be revealed first. One thing I noticed about our people, that we are dedicated to everything but the word of Yah. We'll put our heart and soul into anything we are chasing and want to accomplish besides accomplishing the word of Yah. The world do not please KJ. I am not happy by the world. I am happy by the word and being in the midst of my family every day. When I see them, I'm overjoyed. I'm excited that we in a place where Yah has a hedge of protection on us. The world cannot please KJ. I live in the world, but I'm not a part of the world. I don't do nothing this world do. I don't get joy from nothing that I see that this world do. Everybody is going the same way. I'm going the opposite direction, man. When you see everybody doing the same thing, you know something wrong with it. Go the other way. Go to the opposite direction, man. Go the opposite direction. This is 2 Thessalonians. Let me show you that abomination of desolation won't happen until the man of sin is revealed. That wicked have to be revealed, man. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of Yahshua HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that you be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means. First thing on the list, let no man deceive you by any means. Let nobody deceive you, man. Nobody, family. I tell everybody, don't take none of our word as face value. Go fact check everything. Fact check everything. That you be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day should not come except that come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. There you go. When is he going to be revealed? When the first seal is open. Once the seal is open, he going to cause the abomination of desolation. Now, a lot of people like to say, well, okay, Judah, we already had a abomination of desolation. Yes, you're right. That was with Antiochus Epiphany. That was in that dispensation of time. We talking about this dispensation of time. All history do is repeat itself. So what Antiochus Epiphany did when he defiled the temple, this man that's going to be revealed, he going to do the same thing. That's why it's called the abomination of desolation. Why, KJ? Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day should not come, except that come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he is God, sitting in the temple of God. There you go. What temple he's sitting in? Revelation chapter 11, verse 1 through 2. Y'all remember? They're going to build a temple. It is given to the Gentiles to tread underfoot 40 and 2 months. Who are the Gentiles? Who going to tread this temple? Are we talking the children of Japhet, man? Even though I know Gentile mean nations or non-Israelite, but when he say they're going to tread it underfoot 40 and 2 months, he talking about the fourth beast. And who do the man of sin that's going to be revealed come from? He come from the fourth beast. They called the man Papa. They called the man Holy Father. He come from the fourth beast. So this is the man when he is revealed, whoever he is. And then you got to understand, you got the leader that's going to be over the European Union, which is called Mystery Babylon, along with the religious aspect of Babylon. That's Revelation 17 and Revelation 13. You got the religious part and you got the economic part. The economic part in Revelation 13 is the 10 crowns on the head, which is called the Big 10. That's the economic part. The religious part is the one he say, we have all drunk of the wine of her fornication. Why he said her? Because what do Rome call herself? The mother church. The mother church of Yah. Yah say, no, you ain't my church. You are a whore, a fornicator who spread lies and wine, meaning false doctrine, got people staggering and stumbling. And yeah, that's Roman Catholicism. All religions come from Rome, man. So while everybody thinking the Pope is the holiest man alive, the man inwardly is a ravening wolf, a serpent. Satan gave him his power, his seat, and great authority. Where y'all think he gets so much power from? Where they bow down and kiss the ring. Satan gave him that power. So when he is revealed, whoever he is, that's when he gonna cause the abomination of desolation. That's when that first seal gonna be open. It hasn't happened yet, family. It hasn't happened yet. So when I hear people talking about we in this seal, that seal, this seal, no. I got a lesson coming next week. I'm going to show you the 7 trumpets, the 7 seals, the 7 vials. And I'm going to ask some good questions. Have any of these things happened yet that I'm going to ask? So now we got to get to Gog, Magog, and all these nations. Okay. So I want to show y'all something. Because anytime you hear when it say a prince is over Gog, so the man that's ruling over Gog is a leader. But we know anytime he say prince, we know that's Hashatan. Just like when they say in the prince of Tyre, that was Hashatan. When he say the prince that should destroy the city and the sanctuary, that's Hashatan. He's the prince ruling over them with his minions. So anytime y'all see the prince of Tyre, the prince that destroyed the city and the sanctuary, that's Hashatan. So when he say Gog and Magog and the prince ruling over them, these are all the children of Japhet. These are what we call the Scythians. These are all the children of Japhet that was living around the Caspian Sea, the Black Sea. They was all around what we call modern day Turkey, Indo-European people. North of Israel is all the children of Japhet. Then you got Iran and China, all on the eastern block of the Euphrates River. Then you got Western Europe on the western block of the Euphrates River. Once that vial is pulled up on that river, Revelations 9 gonna come into full effect. The 4 angels holding back the 4 winds. What they holding back? The armies. So if they still holding back the armies and they haven't loosed them yet, you won't see World War III. All you gonna see is what you see now. Iran and Israel, then Trump then threw his hat in the ring. Man, when they go down to that valley of Jehoshaphat, that's when y'all gonna see a lot of dead bodies. I'm talking a lot of dead bodies. So all we have to do is slow down and don't try to rush Yah's word, man. Because when you rush, you make mistakes. And you start saying things like, yeah, this already happened and we're about to go home next year. No. And that's where he's going to set up his headquarters. A lot of people don't know that, but that's where he's going to set up his headquarters, because when this man of sin is revealed, y'all remember this. Let's go to Daniel's real quick. And then I'm about to show y'all a map. And I'm going to prove to y'all that the church been lying for centuries. When they say that all the nations are surrounding Israel, which is Gog and Magog, which is Meshach and Tubal, with Cush, Ethiopia, with Libya, which is Put, and Persia, which is Iran. They said that all these nations surround Israel and they go attack Israel, right? That's not talking about that Israel. Ezekiel 38 prophecy, when all these nations surround Israel, is talking about when we are gathered and dwelling safely in peace. Are they dwelling safely in peace? I'm going to read it today, but are they dwelling safely in peace? No, they not. The Bible says when Israel go back home, the world would know war no more. Why they still having war if they the real Israelites? Why they still fighting in that land if they the real Israelites? And they don't even call themselves Israelites. They call themselves Jews. What tribe you from? I'm a Jew. What tribe you from? I'm a Jew. How are all y'all Jews? But the whole world believe it's the people of the book. But they are not the people of the book. So I want to read this. Daniel's chapter, I think it's 11. Let's get it real quick so I can show you that the man of sin is going to cause the fake people of the land. He's going to cause the sacrifice to stop. He's going to put an end to the daily sacrifice, because right now they training the fake people how to sacrifice animals and, talking about they the priests. We know that's a lie. You ain't no priest. Here it go right here. Daniel chapter 11 and verse 31. Daniel chapter 11 and verse 31, and it reads, it say, and arms. Y'all know what arms is? These are armies. Arms should stand on his part, and they should pollute the sanctuary of strength, and they should take away the daily sacrifice, and they should place the abomination that make it desolate. There you go. So this is going to happen in our time, that he's going to take away the daily sacrifice of what? The people of the land who claiming to be Jews. So that's what they are working on right now, teaching them how to sacrifice animals. And that's why they're looking for a ruddy heifer, a brown heifer. Why, KJ? Because they got to purify themselves with the red heifer, like the priests did in the biblical days. It was for purification. So in order for them to purify themselves, they need that ruddy heifer. But I want to show you something. If they the real people of the book, why this right here? Let me read this one more time. And arms should stand on his part, and they should pollute the sanctuary of strength, and should take away the daily sacrifice, and they should place the abomination that make it desolate. Now, as Daniel prophesied in this is talking about Antiochus Epiphanes. But you have to remember that the scriptures also is dual prophecy, prophetic. It's also talking about our time, that he gonna take away the daily sacrifice from them who are talking about they the priests. They the people of the book. And they trying to teach them like they the priests. So they teaching them how to sacrifice animals, how to cut the animals, how to drain the blood. They doing all this in the land, claiming to be the people. But when that man, they set up that temple, he gonna take that away from them. And it is called the Abomination of Desolation. So until the man of sin is revealed, y'all gonna keep seeing what you see. Iran and Israel doing what they do. America didn't threw their hat in the ring. But Russia would not be sending no missiles to America while we are in this land. If he just told you that, man, if he don't shorten the days, there will no flesh be saved. So why would he let Russia send a missile while Israel is in America? Y'all got to make stuff make sense when y'all be speaking, bro. So that's what he gonna do to his people. He gonna let a missile come to America and it's gonna wipe half of us out. So how we gonna be saved? Whoo! Don't make no sense, boy. He not doing that to his people Israel, y'all. Everything would happen after he removed Israel out of the way. Why you think immediately after the tribulation of those days, in Matthew chapter 24, verse 29, Yahshua say, immediately after the tribulation of those days, meaning after the great tribulation of those days, the sun should be darkened. Have y'all seen that yet since we're in the seals? Have the moon not given her light since we're in the seals? Have the stars fallen from heaven since we're in the seals? Then he say, I'm going to send my angels to gather my elect from the four winds of heaven. Why is he doing this? Because now it's time for the battle of Armageddon. You see how y'all see what Christ did? He removed you out of the way. Now he finna go to battle with the world, which is called the battle of Armageddon. He gonna destroy their armies. He gonna destroy sinners. It said the blood was 200 miles long up to the horse's bridle. You ain't never seen blood like that. Have we seen that yet? No. No. So he gonna gather you. He gonna deliver his people. This destruction that's coming, the battle of Armageddon, is not for Israel. So why would he allow missiles to come to America while Israel is here? It will kill us all, wipe us out. Come on, man, think. Whew. Now check this out. Check this out. I gotta go read this for y'all. I'm gonna show you a map. I'm gonna show you how we've been lied to. First, let me show you that there hasn't been no red heifer born since 70 AD, when we got kicked out the land. If they the real people of the book, why a red heifer won't just be born in the land? Here we go right here. This is called The Ashes of the Red Heifer by Don K. Princeton. This is a newspaper, right? Newspapers around the world have reported the excitement created in March of this year by the birth of a red heifer born on a farm near Haifa, Israel. This heifer, expected and approved by 25 rabbinic experts, is now the focus of intense interest and controversy. According to the Jewish sources, no flawless red heifer has been born in Israel since the fall of Jerusalem in 70 AD. I can stop right there. When was the real people kicked out the land? In 70 AD. This man just said, no flawless, meaning without spot, without wrinkle, no flawless red heifer has been born in Israel since the fall of 70 AD. When you got kicked out the land, 70 AD. So why the Most High want to allow a flawless red heifer to be born in the land with this people? Because they are not the people. You are the people. And that's why no flawless red heifer has been born in that land since 70 AD. Now let's get to the map. I want to show you this. Now, Israel is in the center right here, right? The church have always taught that Meshach, Tubal, and Togarmah, which is around the modern day Turkey. We got Magog dwelling up here, which is Russia. Also go by the name of Rush. We got Persia right here to the east of the Euphrates. Here go Ethiopia and Libya, because remember, this is Ezekiel 38. Now, they have taught us that the people that's in the land, that all the nations surrounding Israel is going to attack Israel. That is not true, family. Ezekiel 38 is talking about when he gathered you from the four corners of the earth. And when he set you back up in your land and you are dwelling safely. Gog, Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, Gomer, which is Togarmah, Meshach and Tubal is going to come up against you when you are dwelling in unwalled villages, and they're going to say in their mind, we are here to take a spoil. But they lied and told us that these nations you're looking at on this map is going to attack those people. This, what you see right here, won't happen until after the 1,000-year reign, when Yahshua is ruling for 1,000 years. Let me read this to you and show you. This is talking about when you are gathered from the four corners of the earth and not them in 1948. Ezekiel 38. That's why I keep telling people, we are close to going home, but prophecy still have to fulfill itself. So if you're trying to put a time frame on Yah and Yahshua, you're doing yourself a disservice. Because when you're looking for certain things to happen and it don't happen the way you expect it, it's going to break your heart. Then you're going to get the question in Yah. Oh, man, he been saying he was going to come back since 2,000 years ago. He ain't never coming back. Look how long it's taking. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Just prepare your house and wait until you see the abomination of desolation. Then you get your family up out of here to your nearest destination, which is plane and boat. Your choice. Let's go to Ezekiel 38. And I'm about to read and show you that they lied to us in the Christian church. They lied to us, family. They really did. They really lied to us. Ezekiel 38 and verse 1. And the word of Elohim came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, this the leader of Gog, the land of Magog, talking about the land now, which we know is what they call the Scythians and Russia and Meshach and Tubal and all them dwelling in the north quarters. Also modern day Turkey, Anatolia, the Caspian and Black Sea. These are Japheth's children, family. Verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, no Esau. Why he just say tell us this Esau? This is all children of Japhet in the last days. European, Caucasian, white folk. Indo-European people. Verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach. Y'all see that? The chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, thus said the Elohim, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, talking about the leader, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy armies and horses and horsemen, all them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with buckler and shields, and all them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, which is Cush. Ethiopia is the Ethiopians. Libya is the Put. That's Put. That's the original name for Ham's son, which was Put, but in that area now, it's called Libya. Cush is Ethiopia. Persia is Iran. And also in the table of nations, Maddah. Maddah is Iran, a son of Japhet. Maddah is Iran, family. Knowledge. Verse 5, Persia is Ethiopia and Libya, with them and all them with shields and hammers. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah. Guess who Togarmah is, y'all? Ashkenazi and Khazarian Jews. Ashkenazi and Khazarian, meaning Ukraine. Ukraine is associated with Togarmah. That's the biblical name. But today they say Ukraine or Khazar. Your Khazarian Jews, your Ashkenazi Jews, that's these people right here claiming to be Israel. Netanyahu, your real name is Moskowski. Don't y'all know that all the people in the so-called state of Israel, they all changed their name to a biblical name, but all their names go back to Poland, Germany, Khazar. These are Japheth's children. This is not Esau. He would have just said Esau. If it was Esau, he would have said Esau. Have y'all ever noticed that Esau is the only one he don't call a heathen? He call him by his name. Everybody else he call a heathen. The heathen nations. But then he say Adumel or Teman or Edom. Edom is not a heathen. He's our brother. But all the other nations he called heathen, but not Esau. So why he didn't say, and the word of the Lord came unto me saying, son of man, set thy face against Esau. He say, God, this is not Esau, man. This is the children of Japhet. Go read the table of nations. Same names, Japhet children. Now time out though, KJ. Because you just said in verse 6, it's Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah, of the north quarters. North of Israel is what? Japheth's children. North of Israel is Japheth's children. They was given the north quarters. And Ham was given the west quarters. And Shem was given the east quarters. But all the children of Japhet was dwelling in the north. That's why when he say, I got a nation coming from the north, he talking about Russia and all his bands with him. Tubal, Meshach, Javan. You can even go read history about Tubal and Meshach also moved to southern Russia. So that's why he said the prince over Meshach and Tubal. Your leader over you. This is Japheth's children, family. So Japheth's children is the one who gonna try to attack us when we go back home, not them. How we know that, KJ? Jump down to verse 10. Now remember, we've been taught in the Christian churches, these people right here are the people of the book. And that Russia, Meshach and Tubal, Persia, Libya, Ethiopia is going to attack the Israel that's in the land, right? Let me show you how they lied to us. That is not true, family. They're going to attack us when we go back home. Verse 10. Thus saith the Elohim, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. Are they dwelling in unwalled villages? I will go to them that are at rest. Are they at rest? That dwell safely. Are they dwelling safely, or are they getting bombed? And they bombing other people, starting wars with people, fights with people. all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates, to take a spoil, and to take a prey, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited. Oh, our land is desolate, but now it is inhabited. So this state of Israel that they carved out, even though it's a part of our inheritance, it is not the full land given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then the 12 tribes of Israel in the time of Joshua. Our land is massive. It is humongous. It's big. But they carved out a land or a state of Israel to confuse the masses. Then they designed a Suez Canal to separate Africa from Israel, because we can walk to Africa or Egypt. But now everybody thinking the Middle East is something different from the continent of Africa. And it's not. We northeast of Egypt. And our ancestors were dwelling from east to west, meaning east and west of the Jordan River. 3 tribes had their land east of the Jordan River, which was Gad, Manasseh, and Reuben. And west of the Jordan River, when they took down, they had to cross over to take down Jericho, right? That's what west of the Jordan River. And the rest of the tribes received their inheritance. Issachar, Ephraim, other half tribe of Manasseh, Benjamin, Asher, Simeon had his inheritance with Judah. Judah had his inheritance south, where the Jebusites was dwelling at. All this is biblical, and it happened according to the scriptures. So how our land is a state of Israel, when I just told you, according to the Bible, in the time of Joshua, we was dwelling from east and west of the Jordan River. That's a big plot of land. But they lied and told you it's a state of Israel, and it's a little bitty piece of land. You got to stop believing lies, family. We was dwelling east and west of the Jordan River, man. It's just that simple. When Moses got on top of Mount Nebo, which way he was looking? He was looking west of the Jordan River. That's why he couldn't cross over. So how we was only dwelling on one side if Moses died in Mount Nebo in the plains of Moab east of the Jordan River? This is knowledge. Make it make sense to KJ, because I read the book. They lied to us, family. When you go back home, this is what Gog and Magog and them gonna do. Let me finish this, man. Verse 12. To take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations. What people was gathered out of the nations? They wasn't gathered out of the nations. They got on the boat. This happened by mandate. This happened by a plan, a scheme, by Albert Pike and them. Big salute to brother Bro Tim. This is all a scheme and a plan designed to create a state called the Zionist state, or the Jewish people state. They don't belong in the land, family. They don't. They not the people. They not the ones that's going to be gathered out of many countries. They not the people that had the yokes of iron on their neck. They not the people that children was taken from them and sold all over the world. These people are called the synagogue of Satan. How they the people of the book? And everybody saying pray for Israel. No, I pray for Demona. I pray for my brothers and sisters that's in Israel, that's living by a nuclear power plant, which just got hit. They gonna place our people by a nuclear power plant that just got hit. And you want me to pray for these people? I pray for my people. I don't pray for them. They the synagogue of Satan, and I can't pray for Satan. I pray against Satan. I don't pray for Satan. I pray against Satan. And if they call the synagogue of Satan, you pray for them. KJ not praying for them because they the synagogue of Satan. What I'm going to pray for Satan going to do? You think the Lord going to hear me praying for the synagogue of Satan? Y'all got to make stuff make sense, man. Pray for Israel. No, pray for the Demona. Pray for all my brothers. Pray for the Yemenite Jews. Pray for the 10 tribes scattered on the continent of Africa. Pray for the Israelites in Iran. Pray for the Israelites that's in Iraq, in Jericho. Pray for the Israelites scattered in the UK, Haiti, Jamaica, the real Israelites in the Caribbean, South Central America. Pray for the Afro-Palestinians the Afro-Cubans, the Afro-Puerto Ricans, the Afro-Guatemalans, Afro-Negro. Throw the 12 tribe chart in the trash. All Israel is Negro. All Israel is Negro. Let me say this. I ain't gonna be long too. I gotta say this. Woo, I gotta say this, boy. My mama never raised me to hate nobody. She didn't even have the knowledge and understanding of the Bible fully. But she gave me a strong foundation that my faith would never waver. She used the name Jesus. She never told me Elohim was a man that looked like us. But she gave me a strong foundation and never taught us to hate nobody, right? So while my mama is teaching me and my 6 sisters how to walk in love, how to have faith, how to be respectful to all, other people are teaching their kids how to hate us. But we are taught how to love. Why is I'm saying all of this? Stop being afraid to speak your truth. Stop being afraid to speak truth, period. I keep asking our brothers who keep telling us about the nations, because I do believe some nations are going to cleave to Israel. Some are going to cleave to the Most High Yah because they don't want to die. And they're going to realize, man, I'm going with this people right here. They'll tell us that we have to watch how we behave. But we can be disrespected by all people and nobody tell them they got to renew their mind though. So we only got to renew our mind, but they don't got to renew their mind. So we're supposed to be a light to people that not only is hateful, look down on the people of Yah. And this is why it is hard for a lot of our people to see that they have to be a light to them, because y'all don't put no balance on it. You never condemn the acts of the nations. You only condemn your own kind. We so quick to let Israel know how bad they are. Baddie, baddie, baddie. But the nations who despitefully use this people, misuse this people, kill this people, hate this people, they have not renewed their mind. But you are telling us to be a light to hate instead of telling them the same thing you tell your own kind. You think they gonna be saved if they don't renew their mind? But you telling Israel he got to renew his mind, but they don't got to renew their mind. Make it make sense to me, man. If you telling me one law for all, and according to faith we all can believe, how they don't have to renew their mind, but I got to renew mine? So by you telling them they just gonna just come on in, you think they gonna change? They gonna boast. Oh man, we can do anything to this people and still be saved. That ain't true. But you ain't telling them that, because y'all afraid to condemn the acts of the Gentile, but you ain't afraid to condemn your own kind. I call that cowardly. Why y'all think on these platforms, you don't see a lot of people talking about, man, I love you, Israel. I love this people. Man, they so quick to condemn this people and talk bad about their own kind to appease other people. But boy, they scared to condemn the acts of the nation. My wife told me something. I don't know if she's telling the truth. This my wife. But she always give me good advice. But when I say I don't know if she's telling me the truth, meaning that this is her opinion and this is what she see. But she's just giving me her opinion. So whether it happened the way she's saying it, she just saying it. But if it happened the way she's saying it, then I know y'all gave her that. But when I say, I don't know if she's telling the truth, because I can't see what she see at the time that she's saying it. All I'm doing is rocking and rolling. She told me, because of your boldness, you're going to end up alone. Because you're not afraid to call out whatever you need to call out. And I said, what you mean I'm going to end up alone? She said, by yourself in the end. She said, because you are not afraid. And people are afraid, and the way you talk, it scares people. Because it don't matter what it is, you're going to call it out, man. And most people look at that like you hate the nations, you hate people, even though you don't. But because of your aggression and boldness to call out the nations the same way they want you to call out your own kind, people will be offended. And they'll say, I can't rock with this brother because this brother teaching hate. He talking about the nations can't be saved. When have y'all ever heard me say that? But because people are afraid to speak their mind, they're going to remove themselves from me. It's just what it is. And she know that I'm the type of person, I just keep going straight. So whoever around me or not around me, I just keep going straight. I don't look back. But that's what she told me. Well, whether y'all gave her this or just something she see. She told me that in the end, you're by yourself, bro. Because you don't have a lot of people with this type of boldness to call out all wickedness, not just their people wickedness. And I had to ponder on that. And that's exactly what I see. I don't hear y'all telling y'all and encouraging Israel, telling your people, man, I love you, Israel. I'm here for you, Israel. Let's rock together, Israel. Don't you know what that'll do to somebody when you spread that type of love? That encourage them to keep trucking. That encourage them to keep going. That encourage them to know that, man, hey, we can do it. Encouragement is one of the biggest things that these people need. But all I say is y'all condemning them. But you don't tell the nations what they doing wrong, though. But you can do your own kind on all your videos. You get so angry with your own peer, can't even ask you questions. You're angry with them. But if somebody else come and ask you a question, you will sit down with Vocab Malone, Mr. Chubby, and you will show him all type of manner of respect. But if your brother get up there, shut up, nigga. You don't got no knowledge, nigga. You stupid, nigga. But boy, y'all got mad respect for Vocab Malone when he on the panel with y'all. Yes, Vocab. What you mean, Vocab? You don't talk to Vocab the way you talk to your brothers and sisters. And that's cowardly to me. You a coward. You know why you do that? Because it's easy to talk about your own people because they come from your stock. And it make you feel better in the inside that you can do them like that because the way you feel about yourself. But nobody don't know you feel that about yourself. When you look in the mirror, most of y'all don't love you. Because how you gonna love you and do your people the way you doing? You don't see the reflection in the mirror of your brother and your sister. That's why you do them any kind of way. Because what you see, there's no reflection of you in the mirror. Nigga, you a picture with no frame. We supposed to call out all wickedness, whether it's Israel, whether it's the Gentiles, it don't matter. We supposed to be bold and call out all wickedness, not just our people wickedness. Why y'all think the nation's boasting against us today? Because nobody calling them out. They just get to do what they want. They get to disrespect us. They get to make videos. They get to talk bad about these people, call us all type of niggas. We stupid, we dumb, we have no culture. Everybody get to disrespect the black Americans and nobody say nothing. So we got all this war going on and all this division at the same time. We divided against ourselves. This awakening is so foolish to me that we can't even fellowship with one another because brothers that lead these organizations have told their people, don't deal with them if they're not a part of our organization. So now when you see me in a store, you're going to ask me about my clothes instead of showing me some love, dapping me up, giving me a salute, showing some kindness and some compassion. But y'all brainwash. But you don't think you brainwash. But if a man tell KJ, we already have a standard of what we can teach in the Bible, I do not want to be around you. You can't tell me what to read in the Bible, Negro. You can't have no standard for the word of Yah and tell me what I can read, what I can teach, when Yah didn't open up this book and have given all this great wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for you to keep me in one part of a book, or this part of a book, or this the doctrine we can teach. Y'all got a 12 tribe chart in front of y'all, and you talking about somebody teaching false? And you causing Israel to pollute their seed by false doctrine and lies? And y'all think y'all gonna be saved with this great sin y'all causing these people to commit? Oh my God, I'm afraid. I'm afraid for you. I'm afraid for you. A lot of y'all teachers ain't gonna make it. You know why? Because they're liars. And they're causing stumbling blocks before y'all's children. And y'all do not like stumbling blocks. Y'all do not like liars. He say all liars should have their part in the lake. He didn't say what even lies you tell. He said all liars. So whatever lies you telling, he said all liars. So I do not want to be a liar. I'm too afraid of him. I'm too afraid of Yahweh. I'm afraid of Yahshua. My job is to build up Israel first. If that's a problem for people, then hey, you got to go where you feel more comfortable. I am going to build up my people first, then they can be a light to other people. How I'm going to build up you first and my people in disarray? My people is in a drunken state. Go to the lost sheep first. Wake them up first. Then they can be a light to the people. But now you got people, they condemning their own brothers and sisters for some of the ways that they feel. And I understand, family. Y'all don't think your brother KJ understand? The way we get used and abused, man. And I understand our ancestors got in this condition, but these people that went overboard and they keep going overboard. You don't think that's going to cause some type of reaction within our people to feel a certain type of way because we're human beings. We have emotions. So if somebody just keep pushing you into a corner, you're going to snap eventually, man. But you just got to try to hold it together. I'm not saying it's easy. You just got to try to hold it together, though. You just have to try. With all your might, with all your soul and mind, please, my brothers and sisters, keep pushing. Please don't give up. I'm begging you. You did not come this for to turn back now. Please don't give up, my brother. Please don't give up, my sister. I know it's hard. I know it's not easy. These camps didn't destroy your spirit. The world didn't destroy your spirit. They didn't destroy your mind. They told you was nothing. But I'm telling you today, you are great. The greatest people to ever breathe. The greatest people to ever live. Yah made you great. You just got to walk in it and believe it. Just because you're in captivity does not define you. Because you're in captivity, it does not define you. That's how they try to define us, meaning the world, based on our condition. But Yah don't see you as the world see you. Yah see you as great. The people of his first love. My mind towards you, Israel, is only peace, not evil. Look at that. Look at that. Look what he's telling you. The thoughts that I have towards you is only peace. That's love, man. So why we can't walk in love of our Father and our King, but we can walk in love with other people and cast our own people away to appease other people for the sake of being liked or the sake of being exalted? That ain't good. That ain't good. Everybody's staying with their own people besides us. Go tell a Chinese man he have to love me and watch he laugh at you. Go tell an Arab man he's my brother and watch he laugh at you and say, no, you're not brother. Unless I'm a Muslim. But if I tell him I'm a Christian, he gonna tell me, no, wrong religion. No, Christian. Islam. Then if I go to the African, he gonna tell me, no, nigga. Akata, no. Me, no boat. You boat, nigga. Nobody show us love. That's why we got to love each other and be each other's backbone. Because the world not going to love us, family. The world not going to understand who we are until Yahshua come and make them bow before your feet and lick up the dust. And then they're going to say, man, this is the children of God. Everybody arrogant right now. Even though they know who we are, they won't confess who we are. See what I'm saying? I'm going to salute all my brothers. If I ever see you, you run up on me, nigga, we showing love to each other. It ain't going to be none of that, my nose in the air. I'm looking down on you now, man. My mama ain't raised me like that. My mama loved me. My mama taught me to love myself and love my kind. But she didn't teach me to hate nobody else, but I love my kind. Just because you love your kind don't mean you have a problem with anybody else. I haven't never done nothing to a white person or just went out my way to harm anybody. I live in peace with all people. But I love my kind. The same way you love your kind. What's wrong with that? Oh man, that's sad that KJ love his kind. But it's not sad for everybody else to love theirs. Y'all see what they do to us? You see how they try to manipulate us? Oh, that's reverse racism. We can't be racist. Oh, y'all just want black people there. So y'all got establishment where if you walk in there, everybody look at you strange and be like, man, what this nigga doing here? But we are the only people who will accept other races of people into the cookout and treat them like family, but nobody invite us to their places and treat us like family. Everybody gonna turn around and be like, this nigga must be lost. But we don't do people like that because our spirits are different. Our spirits are different, family. So your own kind should not do you worse than anybody else, but they're gonna do you worse than anybody else because the self-hate is real, family. In order to help Israel, you must genuinely love Israel. What is your motives behind helping your people? I have no motive. You can tell by the channel. What is this channel set up by? It's not set up by Patreon. You don't see no money sign. I don't ask for anything. I love you because I want to tell you the truth and teach you how to save yourself. The same wisdom, knowledge, and understanding y'all gave me and other brothers and sisters. We want you to have that same wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So not only do you save you save your household, and you try to save your mamas and your daddies and your brothers and your sisters. Because once you equip yourself with this book, you not only you're going to be a walking sword, you're going to feel good every day. I'm telling you right now. Because you know wherever you go, you can swing this sword with whoever want to have a conversation with you. That's the most fulfilling feeling in the world, man. I can't lie to you. That I can go into any room and talk with your theologian preacher, your bishop preacher, your prophet preacher. I can go in the room and talk with the best of them. And I'm going to use the book. That's an awesome feeling to have. But it took hard work and dedication, family. It didn't come easy. You got to work to get this understanding. Because just because y'all open up your mind to a book, don't mean he gonna just give it to you. You got to be dedicated to it. You got to show him that you want it. I want to play basketball. Well, go out there and go train. Now I'm already ready to go. Then you get out there and get slaughtered. You ain't ready, man. You should have been training like everybody else. But you thought you had it all together, huh? So you got out there and didn't even make the team because you was arrogant. Man, I know y'all just gonna give me all the wisdom. No, not if you ain't dedicated and don't put on no hard work. No, he not. This is 10 years of just reading the Bible before teaching. I keep telling people that. Have you ever, listen to me. I read the Bible 10 years and still didn't teach. So how you gonna tell me in 1 month you ready to teach the Bible? And it took me 10 years just to get the understanding first, just to get edification first, just to learn from my elders first. Then, as time went on, I started teaching. 10 years just reading it. Book by book, 10 years straight. No off day, 10 years straight. Then I started teaching, but you telling me you ready though. In 1 month, 1 year, you ready to teach. Boy, you better go sit down. This takes time and dedication, partner. Guess why? Because if you deceive anybody or cause them to stumble, he gonna deal with you, man. So you really want to be a teacher? Because I didn't want to be a teacher. I tried to run from y'all. Because this is a dangerous thing right here. We can't deceive one person. We can't lie to nobody. We can't cause no stumbling block or he'll kill me. I know I can't turn back to the world. I'ma die. Because he done gave me too much great understanding, so I know he'll kill me. If I even look like I'm about to start playing, whoop, I'm gone. Sharsham, he gone. He gone. Because what he gave us is great, meaning great understanding, to be able to edify. He gonna kill us, man. He may give somebody else mercy and grace and say, you didn't really know that much. But you, I open up your mind, boy, and you play with my word. Today, you gonna die. I believe that's exactly what happened to me if I play with this word. I'm gonna die, man. I already know it. Well, why that person didn't die? Well, maybe that person didn't know what I knew. Or know what Sham knew. So he killed me and Sham. And got somebody else to get in our place that's not gonna play with it. So that's why I don't play with it. I don't play with it, fam. I'm gonna teach you right, and I'm always tell you to go fact check me to make sure we're on the same page and that we reading the same thing. Don't never take my word for anything. Always have your Bible open and let's read this together so we can both say that's what it say. So when you go talk to your family, you're gonna say, man, it said right there. Read it for yourself. Your mom and daddy gonna grab that Bible? Yeah, it do say that. They might be stubborn a little bit, but eventually, if you let your light shine, they're gonna come around to it. Because my mama came around to it. It took some time, but she came around to it though. Because I never forced it on my mama. We'll get on the phone, we'll have our conversations. Certain things that she'll try to fight against. Next thing you know, the Most High brought her around. Now she understands a lot of things in the Bible, even us being Israel. You just got to be patient with your people. Do not cast your mama and daddy away. I heard that the camp say, if your mama and daddy don't believe, you cast them away. I'm telling you right now, do not do that. That's still your mama. That's still your daddy. Do not disrespect your mama. Do not disrespect your daddy because you found out the truth. You still got to honor your mama and your daddy. You do not cast them away. You be a light and let your light shine in front of them that may turn them to Yah. How they going to see your light shining if you cast them away? You got some men in Israel, they don't even talk to their mama and daddy because they're not in the truth. But they must have forgot when they wasn't in the truth, when they was lost in Christianity. But now they don't have no compassion on nobody because they got the big head. So all this that's going on in the world with Gog and Magog and Tubal and Meshach, all the children of Japhet, and what's going on with the so-called people of the land, which they know not the people at all, and what's going on with Iran, which is Persia and Medah, this is all Bible prophecy, fam. The Most High haven't even eyed his eyes on Babylon yet, which is Mystery Babylon in Revelation 13, because that deadly wound was healed. Now, this is what I want to ask. When have America ever received a deadly blow? Because this nation is a virgin. Nobody touched her yet. The daughter of Babylon has not been touched yet. So he's saving this place and Mystery Babylon for last. America gonna get dealt with for what she did to the children of Israel. All nations gonna get dealt with for what they did to the children of Israel. So your job is to prepare your house and wait till you see the sign, which is the abomination of desolation. Next week, I got the lesson coming up called Revelations, the 7 seals, the 7 trumpets, and the 7 vials. I will prove to you that none of these things has happened yet. Remember what we always say, don't go by your feelings, go by what's in the scriptures and what you can prove. So if anybody say, no, brother, we is in the seal, I'm going to ask you to prove it. And I need you to show me whether destruction based on the seals, the trumpets, and the vials. Guess why I'm asking you that? Did you not know that once the 7 angels was given the 7 trumpets, as a trumpet blow, a vial is pulled out. The second trumpet, another vial is pulled out. The third trumpet, all the way to the 7th trumpet. Then they say we in the 5th or 6th seal. How can that be? The 6th seal is the revealing of the Hamashiach. Then the angels was given 7 trumpets. So that's after the tribulation of those days. Christ get revealed. The angels receive 7 trumpets. Then they pour out their 7 vials. Then at the 7th vial and 7th trumpet, it say, it is done. Make it make sense. Make this make sense to KJ. None of this stuff happened yet, family. None of it. We're in the beginning of sorrows. We're in the beginning of sorrows, family. We are not in the seals. We are not in the vows. We are not in the trumpets. We're the man of sin. Where's the abomination of desolation? Where are the two witnesses that supposed to preach against the man of sin? Where's all this that's supposed to take place, y'all, for 1,260 days, which is 3.5 years? I already see Baron. I got you. Yeah, man, just take your time with them and don't force nothing on them, because your spirit gonna be different than theirs, because they gonna fight for that religion, because that's all they know. They're gonna fight for it, brother. And they're gonna get hostile sometimes. But by you knowing the truth, you already know how to conduct yourself and behave, even though they're gonna get hostile with you. But if they get too hostile, sometimes you gotta just walk away. That's why I don't force this word on nobody. I don't run up on people talking about, we Israel. You Israelite. I don't do that. I use my mind and use wisdom. So if y'all draw me to somebody, we'll have a conversation. But if y'all don't draw me to that person, I keep going about my business. So you just got to be patient. Some people gonna get it. Some people ain't never gonna get it. Some people you gonna plant seeds. Some people it's hard to plant seeds. Some people y'all gonna water. Some people they're just too stiff-necked to be watered. It's just that simple. The main thing that I'm wishing now that the brethren, that they could come together, grown men fighting on the internet, refuse to come together because of what clan they belong to or what organization they belong to. And I can't talk to this brother and I won't talk to that brother, and because this brother associated with them, I salute all my brothers, even if we disagree in doctrine. Because you mean to tell me our disagreement is going to cause us not to speak to each other, dog, and we grown men? Are you serious, bro? You're going to get so mad at me over some doctrine that we ain't going to talk no more. And you think that's a man standing as a man, allowing your feelings and emotions to overtake you, dog. Come on, brother. Me and my brother Yavin don't agree on the flat earth versus round earth. Now, me and this man talk on the phone all the time. That's my brother. We ain't caught up on that, man. We just disagree. We don't get in no argument over that, man. He believe one thing, I believe another thing. Guess what? We still talk on the phone. We still brothers. My brother Timothy Jacobs, that be in the chat. At one point, my brother ain't believe in Yahshua no more. I talked to my brother with brotherly love, man. I didn't go to him all aggressive, all rough. I said, Tim, just let me show you this, brother. And I showed him in the scripture when the Bible said, the Lord said unto my Lord. And Tim said, whoa, hold up. Wow. Do say that. I say, Tim, the big Lord is Yahweh. David's Lord is Yahshua. He say, let him sit at my right hand till I make his enemies his footstool. I say, Tim, this couldn't be talking about David because David already ruling and had already subdued his enemies. So who is the man that Yahweh is going to make his enemies his footstool, brother? I say, this is his son, which is Yahweh Shah. My brother saw that, but he would have never saw it if I came aggressive and not with love. So because I didn't judge my brother and I talked to him man to man, it brought him back full circle, back to believing in Yahweh Shah. So it's not what you say, it's how you say it to a man. Because I'm a man first before I'm an Israelite, dog. And it ain't going to be no disrespect on either side. You're going to talk to me right, I'm going to talk to you right. And that's what we don't have as brothers. There ain't no respect. Ain't no respect, man. That's it for me, family. Like I told you before, I knew Israel was going to try to pull in Donald Trump. Remember, though, the Most High is in control. But I knew Israel was going to bomb them to pull in the USA to fight with them. Now, I want y'all to check this out. Iran and Israel gonna keep doing what they do. I believe eventually it may stop. But if Russia get involved in China, even though I don't believe it's going to happen right now because of prophecy, Russia would not send one missile to the United States while Israel is dwelling in this land. If anybody believe that, I ask you to go back and read the scriptures. Yahweh is not going to allow Russia to shoot multiple missiles that can wipe out his people, man. Make it make sense. The daughter of Babylon and mystery Babylon will be destroyed at the coming of the Hamashiach. Once he gather you, after Matthew chapter 24, verse 29 and 31, he going to send his angels to gather his elect, which is Israel. He going to take you to the wilderness, and that's where the battle of Armageddon going to come into place. He's going to destroy this world from one end of the earth to the other. Dead bodies going to be everywhere. That hasn't happened yet, family. That hasn't happened yet. So he's not coming to kill Israel. He's coming to deliver Israel and set you back in your own land. And once you are dwelling in your land, in the midst of your king, Gog and Magog in Ezekiel 38, something's going to come into their mind, and they're going to see that you are dwelling safely in unwalled villages. And that's when Ezekiel 38 going to take place. It has not taken place yet. We have not been bought back from the sword. We have not been gathered out of many nations. Our land is still desolate unto this day. Jerusalem, Zion is desolate. Issachar land is desolate. Naphtali land is desolate. Jezreel, desolate. They have made our land a national park, man. Did y'all know that? So when he say that it should be tread underfoot by the Gentiles, that's also what he means. They have made our land a national park, where they up there standing all on top of the bricks, taking pictures, touching on things they shouldn't. That's what they doing. They made it a national park. It's been trampled underfoot. But the days are coming when the nation of Israel will be gathered out of many people and nations and tongues and languages. And he's going to bring you to the wilderness, and then he's going to bring you home. And you should ever be with your king, Yahshua HaMashiach. 1,000 years of peace, and then Gog and Magog, when Satan is loose from his prison, he going to go to the four corners of the nation to deceive the nations, which is who, y'all? Gog and Magog. And all his bands with him. And they're going to come up against us, and the Most High Yah rain down fire out of heaven. Rain down fire out of heaven and kill them. And that's the end. Then the kingdoms of this world become the kingdoms of Yahweh and Yahshua HaMashiach. But I got a lot of lessons set up throughout the week. We're going to touch on a lot of things. But the main one I'm going to show you is that Revelations about the 7 seals, the 7 trumpets, and the 7 vials. And you will see with your own eyes that none of these things are happening. A lot of people say, well, KJ, what about the Euphrates River? It looked like a vial been pulled up on the Euphrates River. Let me say this. The Euphrates River runs through Iraq and Syria into the Persian Gulf. If you go look at it right now, it still has water. It still has water. Even though the water is decreasing, it still have water. But it is decreasing. Once the angel pour out the vial, it would be completely dried up. That's when Russia and his allies coming from the east, and Western Europe with his allies coming from the west, and that's when they gonna march through the Euphrates River to the Valley of Jehoshaphat. And that's where they're gonna go to battle. And then Yahshua gonna come, and they're gonna turn their weapons on him, and it's the battle of Armageddon. This one he's gonna deliver Israel first, and then he's gonna go to battle. And he's gonna destroy them miserably. Because that's what the book says. He's gonna destroy them miserably. Then he's gonna create a new heaven and a new earth. Because he got to clean the earth up. The earth abided forever, but he just gonna clean it up. Because so much destruction gonna happen but the earth can never be destroyed because the earth abideth forever. That's what the book say. But he's going to destroy the things within the earth. So he's going to have to renew it. Make all things new. Do anybody have any questions? Do anybody have any questions? Absolutely. All these places that's named in the Bible used to be a lot of territories that the Israelites dwelt in, like Syria, Damascus, Gaza. A lot of people don't know that the Philistines used to control Ashkelon, Ekron, Gaza. This was the inhabitants of the Philistines at one time. They was dwelling by the Mediterranean Sea. They were sea people. That's how they made their money, from the sea. And at some time in history, the territory of Gaza became the territory of Judah. And we can read that. So the people that's dwelling in Gaza now are not the real inhabitants, even though they say Palestine was there before the 1948 Jews. The Palestinians that dwelling in Gaza are not the people of the land either. They was just there before these people came. And the people that's dwelling in the state of Israel are the children of Japhet, also with some of Esau. Because y'all remember, the Bible say Esau have appointed my land for his possession. What land? The land of Israel. Some of it. Not all of it, because Esau didn't dwell in all the territories that belong to the 12 tribes. So we know that ain't true, because a lot of those lands are desolate. But Esau is claiming to be us also. You got two type of Jews on the earth. You got the Ashkenazi and you got the Edomite. One is Japhetic and one is a Hebrew, Semitic. And they both claiming something that don't belong to them. Obadiah tell you that Esau moved into our gates and laid hand on our substance. When did he do this? After our fall. So Esau is not the white man that people keep saying he the white man. The so-called Indo-European that y'all see today come from the children of Japhet. Gog and Magog and all them, the Scythians, all those dwelling in modern day Turkey, these are Japhet's children, man, that was given the north quarters. This is not Esau. Esau wasn't given the north quarters, man. Esau dwelt south of Judah and Jerusalem by the Sea of Aquaba. That's it. And then Esau lost his land. I forgot who he lost his land to. I got it written down too. He lost his land to some Arabs. Man, what's them people name that disposed Esau of his land? And then Esau moved into our territory because he got expelled from his land. Well, first he took it from the Horites, gave it to Esau, and then Esau got exposed from his land and moved into our land. And then when we got kicked out, he laid hand on the substance. But he not the Caucasian man. People got to stop that. Talking about Esau, the white man. Stop it, man. Stop. So why the Bible in Ezekiel 38, if Esau the white man, why the Bible didn't say, and set thy face against Esau, Adumel? Why he named all the children of Japhet in Ezekiel 38 of that Esau? If you telling me Esau is the white man, why in Ezekiel 38, because all these are children of Japhet that you can read in Genesis chapter 10, why he did not say, set your face against Edom, Adumel, or Bozrah? Why he didn't say that? You say this Esau. This ain't Esau, family. These children of Japhet, man. So if nobody don't have no questions, man, I'm going to go and get up out of here, family. Big salute to y'all. Love y'all with the pure heart. Pray somebody got some understanding. Yes, Ishmael daddy was Abraham. He was also a Hebrew. And I want you to notice that Esau is never called a heathen in the Bible. Ishmael is never called a heathen in the Bible. But all the other nations are called heathen. He called Esau by name. He called him Esau or Edom. He never called him a heathen. The Scythians, oh yeah, that's a part of Russia in them. The Scythians is Russia, Meshach, Tubal, and all them dwelling over there in the North Quarters. You know, Russia today, all these territories, they was known as the Scythians. Also barbarian tribes, Aryan nations. Ukraine is Togama. The ships of Tarshish, that's Spain. That's Spain today. Kittim, ships of Tarshish is Spain. Madai is Iran. And also the Medes. That's why you see Russia. What was the symbol of the Medes and the Persians, y'all? It was the bear. What is the symbol of Russia? The bear. There you go. So these are not new relationships. These are ancient relationships. It's just you got to find out what they call themselves today. You got to find out what name they call themselves today, because they don't call themselves by the biblical name. Russia's biblical name is what? Hold on. Let me show y'all this. I'll show it to you. Let's get it. Here we go right here. Let me show it to you. Because I like to show people stuff. I don't want to just say it. Right here, y'all, look. This is from the Catholic Encyclopedia. It say, Magog, Meshach, and Tubal were all sons of Japheth, who was one of the three sons of Noah. Japheth and his family migrated to an area of modern-day Russia. These are also the Scythians. Gog is a person. Y'all remember in Ezekiel 38, he says, set your face against the prince of Gog, which is the leader of Magog, which is the land. So God gets the leader, Magog gets the land, which can also be the people too. But let me keep going. It say Gog is a person who ruled over the land of Magog. Magog means the prince of Rush. Gog and Rush is the old root word for the land of Russia. Let me get one more. Hold up. Let's get this one. Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't a Catholic. This the Catholic Encyclopedia. Let me read this one. I'm sorry, y'all. This the Catholic Encyclopedia that I have. Okay, here we go. The Catholic Encyclopedia states, it seems more probable that Magog should be identified with Lydia, Turkey. On the other hand, as Meshach, talking about Meshach, and Tubal was nations belonging to Asia Minor. It was seen from the text of Ezekiel that Magog must be in that part of the world. Finally, others with Josephus identify Magog with the Scythians. There you go. But in antiquity, this name was used to designate vulgarly any northern population. Why did he say northern? Because all Japheth's children is north of Israel. They dwelt in the north quarters. So here you go right here in the encyclopedia, the Catholic Encyclopedia, proving that Magog is associated with the Scythians. Okay. Let me see. Here go Gomer. This is Gomer. It say Gomer, given in Genesis chapter 10, verse 2, 1 Chronicles chapter 1, verse 5, as a son of Japheth. The name evidently designates the people called Gomer by the Assyrians, Cimmerians by the Greeks. They were a barbaric horde of Aryans who in the 7th century BC left their abode in what is now southern Russia and poured through the Caucasus into Western Asia. You remember he just said Asian Minor, right? So y'all see what's going on? When you look at the Caspian Sea, when you look at the Black Sea, when you look at modern day Turkey and Asia Minor, even Anatolia, who is dwelling there? The sons of Japheth, family. That's why he told y'all, I got a nation coming from the north who shall lay Babylon waste. Who is this nation? Russia, Gog and Magog and Meshach and Tubal in them. Japheth's children, family, not Esau. Okay, let me keep going. He said, causing serious trouble to the Assyrians and other nations. One division moved eastward towards Media, another westward, where they conquered Cappadocia and made it their special abode. They fought also in other parts of Asia Minor, conquering some portions. The Armenians, named for Cappadocia, Gomer, has come from this people. In Ezekiel 38 and 6, Gomer is mentioned as one of the northern nations. Let me show you a map right quick. Here you go, family. Look, there you go. There you go. Here go Gomer. Here go Ashkenaz. You remember Ashkenazi Jews? Genesis chapter 10. You got Togarmah. Who is Togarmah associated with? They also associated with who? Ukraine. And he go Magog at the top. And he go to Black Sea. He go Crimea. Y'all remember that Russia attacked Ukraine because what was Russia trying to get back, y'all? Crimea. Because a lot of people don't know that Ukraine tried to join the European Union to the west. And Russia said, no, partner. So Russia attacked them. Everything east of the Euphrates, Russia controlled. And Ukraine tried to go and join the European Union. And Russia wasn't having it. Because he was trying to get Crimea back right here where you see my marker moving. He go to Caucasus Mountain. He go Magog. He go to Caspian Sea. All sons of Japhet that you're looking at right here. All children of Japhet dwelling in the north quarters. So I just wanted to show y'all that. That's right. Thank you, unknown one. My bad, y'all. Javin today are the Greeks. Y'all remember Macedonia? That's where Alexander come from. Y'all see what I'm saying? The Bible is a true book, man. You just got to find out what's the ancient name and what they call themselves today. So when you look at Macedonia, the Greeks come from Javin. That's Alexander the Great, Antiochus Epiphanes. Okay? And when you look at the Kittim, that's the Romans. And the ships of Tarshish, that's Spain. You see how they changed the name from Tarshish to Spain. To Gomer, that's associated with Ukraine, to Ukraine and Khazaria. Ashkenazi Jews still go by Ashkenaz, but they don't call themselves Ashkenaz today. They call themselves just Jews or the people of Israel. So the people that's dwelling in the land are all children of Japhet that come from Poland, that come from Germany, they come from somewhere in this territory that you see. He say, are we at the 9th hour? What you mean by that, my brother? And even when you look at the ancient times of the Chaldeans, y'all got to remember that Shem had a son called Arphaxad. And they dwelt in what was called the Chaldeans. He had a son called Elam. These are the Elamites in the area in Iran. This all in the book of Josephus. So if you read Josephus and you find out who these nations are in ancient times, all you got to do is see where they're dwelling at, and that's how you'll know who they are today. Because Russia and his bands, they still dwelling in the territory that was given to them, which is in the north quarters. Yeah, the kingdom of the north is the nations of Japhet. That's facts. That's facts. I know. Why society? That's a good question. And I even found out that Hitler's mother was a Jew. Did y'all know that, family, that Hitler's mother was a Jew? Hitler's mother was a Jew. I forgot the other name that he went by, but he had a name that's kind of like how these Jewish people do, but his mother was a Jew. Hitler's mother. Whatever he got angry with them for, I think because he found out the truth. And they perpetrated a fraud, calling themselves the people that they wasn't. Y'all see what I'm saying? So something happened to where Hitler must have found out the truth. I read that little insert that he had when he was telling his general, do you not know who America have in their possession? The Jews of God, the blacks. Because I remember when what's the brother name, y'all, who used to run track? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Hitler wouldn't even shake his hand, man. Because Hitler was trying to make a super race, you know. But boy, when that boy was racing against us, Hitler saw that Hitler, what's that man name? Jesse Owens. Thank you, my brother. Hitler wouldn't even shake his hand because the jealousy of looking at our ability, whatever we do. Man, all these nations know, family, who we are. They knew who we were before we knew who we were. They passed history down to each other. That's why you be hearing white men say, I've been knew this. You know, I've been had that book. I've been knew y'all was the Israelites. I've been know y'all was the people of the book. They knew before we found out. Because history is passed down from generation to generation. And that's why they say, let us cast them off that the name of Israel may be no more. So how do you do that? You perpetrate a fraud. You go get another people to say this to people so nobody won't go find the real people. Y'all see? You got to go get another people and say this to people so nobody won't look for the real people. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Judamar. In 1942, Hitler said America has guards jury, meaning the Jews, the real Jews, the blacks. And he wasn't talking about, because we got to distinguish this. I have nothing against other black people, but we are not Ham. We are not Ham, family. Everybody keep getting us confused, calling us Africans and you need to come back home. We are not Ham, family. We are Shemitic. We are not Hamitic. We got to get this right. Everybody keep calling us Africans, African Israelites. We are not Hamitic. We are Shemitic. We are Semites. We are not Hamites. That doesn't mean that we got to have some against them. I'm just telling you that we are Semitic. You better talk to me. You better talk to me, brother. That's facts right there. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Shiro. My beloved sister Shiro said in 1925, the chosen people did not look like Israel does now since 1948. Everybody was black. Absolutely. 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 That's why, hold on. Let me show y'all this. I got so, dog, let me tell y'all something. This is why I don't boast about books. And I'm going to tell you why. If I read a plethora of books, you think I'm going to remember everything I read in them books, y'all? I got so much documentation. I got old newspapers from 1989. I can't remember all this stuff I read, y'all. That's why I don't be saying, oh man, I read this book and I got that book. Bro, I try to keep it simple. Simplicity is the key. Not trying to throw knowledge around about how much I did this and did that. Man, we can't remember half of the stuff we didn't read. That's why the Bible say much reading is weary of the flesh. It is. You can't remember all that. So let me show you this, though. I can't remember this. Let me show y'all something. This goes to what Oracle just said, my sister. So we're going to look at this. And then I'm going to get up out of y'all hair, family. Get up out of y'all hair. That's right, Wise Society. Big salute to my brother Skeletor fan. Tell your daddy I said salute too. Tell Pops I said salute. All right, here we go. This goes to what Oracle just said, family. All right, here we go. Oh, let me get this off the screen. Hold up. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the Egyptian president from 1956 to 1970. The War for Israel in Times Magazine. He said, When he was asked about peace in the Middle East, the late president of Egypt, Gamal Abdel Nasser, stated, the Jews will never be able to live here in peace because they left here black but came back white. He really said this too, family. So we don't got to worry about people like Vocal Malone, Mr. Chubby Chubby, or Tubby Tubby. We don't worry about him because we got presidents from what, KJ? From 1956 to 1970 stating that they left black and came back white. But people like these people want to manipulate our minds to think we so stupid to believe they look like this man on the picture. So when he say black, he mean black. But we know not black in color. We mean very dark skinned, looking like us today. He said they left black, very dark skinned, but they want to say, no, he talking about Middle Eastern people. A Middle Eastern man would look like this man on the screen. But he said black, but they came back white. But y'all think we stupid, huh? I told you we don't let y'all define us, man. We define us by y'all standard, not by your standard. So be quiet and sit in the back of the room and be quiet if I put you in detention. And raise your hand to speak. Okay, so I showed y'all that. So there you go, family. You came back black and left here white. You came back, you left black and came back white. Excuse me. You left here looking like us, talking about us today, Israel today. They left there looking like us today, and then they came back looking like what you see in 1948, what Oracle just said. Why society say he's preparing a table for me in the presence of my enemies. Hallelujah, my sister. Hallelujah. Absolutely. My brother Methuselah said, those are the ships that we're going back home on. Oh, those are the ships that we're going back home on. I can't remember what scripture. I know what you're talking about, though. I know what you're talking about, Methuselah. My brother Skeletor fan said, the Ark of 007, you must have saw that video of Jerusalem in 1925 on here with the 4 Hamite sisters. I saw that video, Skeletor. TXB for you, Shalom, my sister. Sonya Bet Dawid, Shalom, my beloved. Okay, let me see. My brother, the unknown one, say, yeah, Hitler used to pump his soldiers with meth and amps in order to be better in battle. Crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. I know he did not want to shake Jesse Horn's hand, though. My brother Byron Willis said, Japheth joined Babylon in Jeremiah 25:9. Hey, that's it for me, family. If y'all got any questions, let me know. But just look for the main sign, which is the Abomination of Desolation, family. And once you see that sign, you're going to know it's time to go. Don't go in your house. Don't try to take nothing out your house. Just go. It's time to flee, family. It's time to go. That's how urgent it's going to be. You won't have time to take anything out of your house. Once you see that abomination of desolation stand in the holy place, meaning the man of sin who has to be revealed, once he sit in the temple acting like he is God, exalting himself above Elohim, y'all gonna know what time we in. You're gonna know what time we in, because that's gonna kick off the great tribulation. Now, a lot of people believe we already went through the great tribulation, but I believe that the tribulation started in 70 AD, and I believe it's going to escalate to great tribulation in our time. So we always went through tribulation, but the Bible say this is great tribulation. He say there has never been a time like this before. So that means the Inquisition can't compare to what's about to happen. The Inquisition can't even compare to what's about to happen, family. Oracle said the Mossad and their private citizens in Israel watch everything that everyone does who speak against them. That is power. We can't do that. And another thing, that's a good point, Oracle. And another thing, the reason why Israel attacked Iran, y'all, is because Iran was helping a people that was dwelling in Hezbollah. See, Israel is mad at anybody that's against them with other nations. So if you helping another nation, then Israel look at it like you against them. Because they feel like you need to be on their side because they the people of the book. And we know they are not the people of the book. Yah is going to remove them out of their land and he's going to send them back on their merry way, back to Europe, where they belong. Or he might just slaughter them, whatever he decides. But they getting up out of their land, though. Every last one of them. There was a woman, they asked her, she said the Jews need to go home. So this reporter said, where you want them to go? She said they need to go back to Germany and Poland, go back to Russia, go back home. You see how these people know the truth? She said they are not the people of the land. She said they need to go back home. And the dude was like, wow, that's kind of cruel. So all these people that's teaching on these platforms, talking about pray for Israel. No, I pray for Demona. Because our people in Demona. You pray for Israel. I'm praying for Demona. But I do pray for my people that's in Israel. But I don't pray for these Jewish people because they the synagogue of Satan. So I don't pray for them. You pray for them. All right, family. That's it for KJ, man. That's it. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. I just had to come on, just encourage Israel and tell you to look out for the main sign. If you don't see the sign, you don't have nothing to worry about. Let me see. Hey, brother, I would love to get that. You showed that newspaper article showing by DNA that. Oh, okay, I got you. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all another newspaper. Hold up. I got a cold one better than that. I got one colder than that. I'm about to show y'all. Hold up. Yeah, I got a cold one. Let me see. Here you go right here. I'm gonna show you this one. This is from 1989. Let me open up my window. I know which one you talking about though, brother, that I showed the last time. Let me see if I can get that one too. Hold up. I'll just get both of them at the same time. Hold up. Let me see. Okay, I found it, my brother. Here you go. And this newspaper right here is from August 30, 1998. So I'm going to show both of them just to prove we the people of the book. Okay. So let me open up the window. And then after this, I'm going to get up out of y'all hair. Okay, first I'll show this one, the one the brother wants. So this is the Israel's Daily News. This is Sunday, August 30, 1998. And it's talking about the African Americans, right? So look what it says right here. It says DNA testing has proven from the Igbo that African Americans are in fact the historical Jews of the Bible. But we know that we not just Jews though. So we know that's a modern term because Benjamin wasn't a Jew, Levi wasn't a Jew. So when they say Jews, we know they just talking about, just Jews, like black people historically, but we come from different tribes. So that's one. Let me show you this one. Now this newspaper right here, y'all see how it look? Look how old it look. Now this is from 1989. Okay, this is from 1989, and I want you to look at the top. Let me show you the top. It says 300 in the city, and all came from Jerusalem. From the Chicago Inner Ocean, New York, October the 2nd, a Negro, 25 years old, who answered to the name of Samuel Muskowitz. Man, that name hard. Muskowitz was arraigned yesterday, right, in the market court, charged with disorderly conduct. Watch this. Watch this. This finna blow y'all mind. Watch what he speak. Now, he went to court because he was arraigned. But watch what he speak, though. Here you go. Now, his name was Samuel, right? And he was standing before a judge, and they say he was charged with disorderly conduct. So the judge said, what is the answer to this charge? Muskowitz made signs indicating he did not understand the words of the magistrate. And the lawyer said, Your Honor, he is a Hebrew. Interpreted Shixwatts, and he does not understand a word of English. What, a Negro Hebrew? I never heard of such a thing before, said the magistrate. It is true, Judge, said the interpreter. There are about 300 of them in New York, and they all came from Jerusalem. There y'all go. He say that the man only speak Hebrew and did not understand English. This is in 1989. And you gonna tell me that we worrying about Tubby like Vocab Malone, who gonna go live on all his videos talking about we not the people of the book. And this is a newspaper from Chicago talking about 1989, 300 Negro Hebrews was in New York, and they all spoke Hebrew, and they did not understand a lick of English. The interpreter had to tell a judge, he don't understand what you're saying, man. And the judge said, the lawyer said he's a Hebrew. The judge say, what? A Negro Hebrew? Yes, a Negro Hebrew. Oh, you heard that vocab? A Negro Hebrew. Tubby. Let's get out of here, man. So y'all see it for yourself. But that name was hard, boy. Jesus. His name was Samuel, like in the Bible, Samuel. There you go. That newspaper was from 1989, family, and the other one's from 1998. And I also have a papyrus from Egypt that I will be showing y'all later. It's called boy, these words be let me see. It's called let me get it for y'all. Hold up. I'm about to buy a book called The Papyrus of the Late Middle Kingdom, and it's talking about when Israel was in Egypt, they saying that we was in the Middle Kingdom, not the New Kingdom, not the Old Kingdom, but the Middle Kingdom. This is when all these things are happening to us as Israelites. Also, there's a papyrus of the 10 plagues that happened in Egypt, and an Egyptian wrote it down. And he was wailing and weeping about all the plagues that was going on in Egypt. This is in a British museum, y'all. A papyrus in a British museum that an Egyptian wrote about how the river turned to blood, how he saw darkness. He wrote down all these things because we know they was writing down these things back in them ancient times, keeping records. So what is this papyrus doing in a British museum if it ain't true? But all these white historians want to say it's not true because they don't want the truth to come out. The 10 plagues happened in Egypt, and they have a papyrus of an Egyptian writing it down. And I'm going to show y'all that. I have the papyrus right now, but I'm just doing some more investigation because I want to make sure it's legit. Even though it's in a British museum, I can't Google these type of things. So that's why I'm buying the book. So I can just show y'all. And inside this book is nothing but Hebrew slave names. And y'all remember when Pharaoh was killing the firstborn male babies? Inside this book, there are more women than the male boys. Why? Because he was killing the firstborn. So they kept documented records of this. that there was more women than men because Pharaoh was killing the firstborn male babies. So all this stuff that is going on, all this information that is out there for us, we have to just be dedicated and do some digging. That's it, family. You can find this stuff out. You can find it. And salute to Elder Barak and his wife Sagala. They bought me a set of DVDs, 7 DVDs with so much history. Man, I was taking notes yesterday. I was like a kid in the candy store. I was so excited, man. So I got a lot of information that I'll be bringing out to the nation. And Elder Barak and Elder Yasha, y'all gonna be bringing out a lot of stuff to y'all too. So that's all we doing is sitting back gathering information, man, to feed our people. That you are the people of the book. We don't got to argue with nobody about who we are. We know who we are. And that's what it is, man. We know who we are. You got people talking about Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68 ain't talking about us on slave ships. You got people talking about the Deuteronomy chapter 28 curses already happened. Y'all see how Satan playing this game? We can't fall into that trap. A lot of those curses did not happen until we went into the transatlantic slave trade, fam. Our kids wasn't taken from us in the Babylonian captivity. We didn't have no yokes of iron on our neck in the Medo-Persian or the Greek or the Roman captivity or the Assyrian captivity. See what I'm saying? He said that you should become a byword and proverb. There wasn't no byword and proverb in Babylon. They still knew their tribe. They still knew what tribe they came from. They still knew their tongue. They still knew their father's house. What are you talking about? That the Deuteronomy chapter 28 curses happened in Babylon. Y'all don't got no knowledge, bro. You got to be quiet. No, it did. It happened in the transatlantic slave trade with that stupid ship called Good Ship Jesus. When the dude, John Hopkins, got the okay from the Queen of England to go to Africa and gather 500 Negro, brought them to Portugal and Spain. Yeah. That's when the transatlantic slave trade happened, family. It did not happen in 1619. It happened in the 14 and 1500s. They was already importing slaves from Africa, the West Coast. We came here in 1619 later, and to be honest with you, if you do some research, you will find out that slaves were brought to Florida before they was brought to Virginia. And San Domingo. You just got to do some digging, man. It was called the Good Ship Jesus. John Hopkins, a Englishman. What language we speak today? English. Y'all remember a tongue that you don't understand. Can't be talking about Esau. We know Esau tongue. He spoke Hebrew. So who is these people tongue we didn't understand? Because we knew everybody's tongue. Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greek, and Rome. We spoke all those languages. But he said a tongue you don't understand. What tongue we didn't understand? We didn't understand English, man. That's why when this Hebrew Israelite man went in front of that judge, he said, man, this man don't understand what you're saying. This man speak Hebrew. Big salute to my loved ones of the nation of Israel. Big salute to all true believers worldwide. Big salute to the mighty nation of Israel who is soon to be delivered out of captivity. And all our people, the men and the women and the children, our mothers and fathers, I bid y'all speed, man. Big salute, family.
All right, take me off the talkback. There we are. Take some of that. Can you just mute the auto tune on my lead right now? If it was a need you had, if it wasn't me you had, you got all you need in that mind. If somebody broke your heart, grab your keys and store your car, you got all you need, you'll be fine. Just stop crying, don't cry no more. Just stop crying, run through the door. Whoa, just stop crying, don't cry no more. Ways been made, you can make it for sure. So dry your eyes, dry your weeping eye. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Hey. Don't let the light fade down. Hey. Don't let your light feel like pass you by. You gotta try, no, you gotta try. Hey. Yeah, hey. Yeah. Hey. Don't let the light fade out. Hey. Don't let your light feel like pass you by. Yeah, you got it. Wow. Oh yeah, you got it. Here today because you able, no, you got it. Gotta get your. And ain't no handouts or no favors, take your throat. And before you know it, you'll be home. Ooh, yeah, so say I got it. Let your ears hear your mouth talking something right here tonight. Take your time and look beside it. And we all can see that it's night. Just stop crying, crying. Don't cry, cry no more. Just stop crying, run through the door. Whoa, just stop crying, crying. Don't cry, cry no more. Ways been made, you can make it for sure. So dry your eyes, dry your weeping eye. Hey, yeah, you know you can dry your eyes. Don't let the light fade, yeah. Don't let your light fade. Don't let your light feel like pass you by. You gotta try, no, you gotta try. Yeah, you know that you gotta try. Don't let the light fade out. Oh, don't let your light feel like pass you by. You got it. Yeah, I wonder when the summer comes. I wonder when the sun will come, pick us up or take us. She ain't no label for the fakers. It ain't no label for the flip-flop, slip-knots, and heaven-sakers. Greater work. Yeah, I ain't looking to talk it, but walking it today. Say wait, yeah, but later works. I say it again, I'm talking greater works. Put them first. Let's stop crying, let's get it up. Yeah, hearts blow. Ooh, you got it. Hey. You know, hearts blow. Woo. Hey.
Hey, Methuselah, you not lying. It's already 300. Hey, the book already high, bro. They already jacked the price up when I went and looked at it. Israel. We rising up, family. Y'all know it. In the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, thank y'all for coming to the Lion's Den with the CUC family. Big salute to my elders at Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. Big salute to my brother Sharshan. And big salute to all my brothers and sisters in the chat. Let's get it. And your brother K. Judah want to say, Shalom to the mighty nation of Israel, and look up, for your redemption draw nigh. Hallelujah. Peace and blessing, family.